Alright, welcome everybody for the PCDC Motorsports ACC League. Your directing commentary today will be done by myself, Senna Stoffmehl. Today we're at the Nurburgring Grand Prix Strecke, or the Nurburgring GP circuit in English. We're in Nurburgring in Germany, and the track features 16 turns, is 5.148 kilometers long, or 3.199 miles long. The race format for today will be a 110-minute warm-up, which is come to a somewhat of a close here. The driver's briefing will be going on now for our drivers. There will be a 60-minute race with one mandatory pit stop. During that pit stop, the drivers have to do a mandatory tire swap and they can't take fuel. It'll also be a rolling start. And then, before we take a look at the championship standings, we're going to take a quick look at the calendar that we still have in front of us. So obviously today we are in Germany at the Nurburgring, and we will be heading, after the Nurburgring, we'll be heading to Bathurst for a sprint race. That'll be next week, I think. Yeah, that should be next week. And then the week after that will be the last race of the season at Kyalami in South Africa, and that'll be an endurance race to close off the season. So looking forward to both of those really good tracks there. So now let's take a look at the championship standing before we get into qualifying. So at the top we have a draw between our between two of our competitors that have always gone head to head. So we have Marcus Lawrence with 290 points, with Vincent Erbeck drawing him with 290 points. Both of them missed one round, and this has meant that they equaled each other in points. So that is really good to see a fight so close for the championship. Not too far behind, 21 points behind, is Rojovic. And Rojovic performing really well this season, currently in Pro-Am, which he's looking really comfortable in, and I suspect that he will probably be moved up into Pro for next season, maybe even in the next couple of races, you never know. And Christian Duploy then in 4th, Jordan Wansink in 5th. Domi Person doing really well as well, 221 points in 6th. In the Lexus. And then Ruben van den Hudding, 215 points. Vozarik in 8th, 211. Then Arensman, then the Knecht in 10th. Then our first AM driver, being Justin Dijkstra, doing really well. Only just behind him with 2 points there, Kevin Wang. So really close fight there as well for the AM championship. So that'll be one to watch, I think. And then we'll move on here. So in 13th, Zamferescu, also not too far behind those two. And then Pettit, sorry. Then Wall, then Parnell, then Van Laar, and then Hilla, and then Hill. So you can see in the AM championship, there's only about 20 or so points between our 10 or so drivers. So that'll be a really close championship there. Then we have Layson in 20th, Chmielewski in 21st, who last time around did his first race and finished 2nd, or first race this season, I should say, and finished 2nd, so that's really well done from him. Then we have Falkenberg, sorry, and then Lambert, then Hager in 24th. And then we have Venter with 63 points in 25th. I think Venter will be serving I think he has a qualifying ban for a bad rejoin last race, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think we'll see him qualifying today. And then Davenport, then Fonseca, then Levente in 28th, then Zach in 29th, then Robert-Jan de Jong in 30th, Reeve in 31st, Friedrich in 32nd. Raz Daniels in 33rd, then 34th we have Bunty, and 35th we have Pribil, and then Jasper Smelt in 36th to round off the championship standings. With that being said, I think we should be able, as you can hear in the background there, the green light has been given for qualifying, so we'll head straight into that. Here we go. So let's see here as our drivers get out of the pits. So the interesting battle today to watch will be obviously in the pro category between Vincent Erbich and Marcus Lawrence, and then also Kevin Wang, Justin Dijkstra, and Sam Verescu in the M championship. See here, we have people out of the pit. There we go. Let's take a look here with Michael Castro, also one of our newer drivers in the league. So we'll just follow him around for now. And another little quirk for today, I guess, is obviously that's a night race, so that's a bit of a change up. We haven't had a true night race yet. This one will be, but that's always kind of nice to see. I love seeing the tracks lit up everywhere and seeing all those nice, the nice headlights going around. So yeah, that'll be really interesting to see. Also adds another little bit of a dynamic in the race, I guess, with some of the parts of the track maybe a little bit harder to spot in the dark. Ask a bit more of the drivers for some consistency, so... So as we're heading down to the chicane here, Castro will be starting his first lap, I think. I think we have, I think I saw Layson in front there, with his Welsh Dragon on his Ferrari there, with somewhat of a cursed Porsche behind him, with a Lightning McQueen livery, or what's supposed to be a Lightning McQueen livery at least. But Castro coming out of the first turn here. There another Lexus behind him. I think that's Domi Person, if I'm not mistaken. Domi, I think, also... Oh, sorry. Domi got a very good result last time around. I think he finished in 5th, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 6th, I don't know. But yeah, Domi really consistent throughout the season, so good to see. So now we wait for the initial laps here to come in to see what the benchmark is gonna be for today. But I assume, like always, it'll be Marcus Lawrence and Vincent Erbich. Somewhat demanding what that pace is gonna be. Nevertheless, we'll still follow Castro around here for the first full lap. A nice little onboard as well. A really nice sound to it, the Lexus. Through the Schumacher S. Looking quite tidy actually, so far looking like a pretty neat lap here from Castro. See if he can get good run on the back straight. Hits a little bit of the inside of the curve there, so that'll lose him a bit of time here. Now we go up to the chicane. The fast chicane it is. Runs a bit wide on the entry as well. Covers a little bit of speed there on the exit, but comes around the last corner, so Marcus Lawrence has put a 54.7 in. Full of people already putting laps in. See what Castro does here. Puts himself in 5th place with a 56.9. I'm sure he'll have a bit of room to improve. So in the meanwhile, we wait for some more times to come in. So a bit interesting to watch maybe Jordan Wansink here. Usually around the top 5 area, Jordan, so sure we'll see him put a fast time in. I don't know, he's on his first fast lap it seems like, so a bit delayed coming out of the pit, I guess. Or might have just ran wide on his first lap. That's also a possibility, of course. Also heading into the Schumacher S here. I do know the Honda isn't too keen on curbs, but manages to navigate through the Schumacher S there. Those curbs are not too horrible. But yeah, overall the Honda not too happy on curbs. Meanwhile, we did have a another benchmark here. So as Wansink is gonna round off his lap, Vincent Erbich here put in a 54.0, puts him 0.6 away from Marcus Lawrence. So far, looking at Marcus Lawrence's lap, he's actually not gonna come. Oh, as I was saying that, I was gonna say he's not gonna come close to that, but let's see here as he comes across the line. No, we'll only get within 2.5 tenths. So interesting there. Another look here at a well-beloved crowd pleaser here, Peter Parnell. Currently in 11th with a 57.7. Also looking to improve his time. Currently about 0.6 up. Already improved about 0.6 in the first half of the lap. So if he can do that for the next part of the lap, he'll be looking at a good improvement here. Does look like he's biggest improvement at the moment. Or here, let's see, Ryan Daniels, who is elected to go in the to drive the Audi from last race. So has lost his points, but he felt with the update the Audi was felt quite a bit better for him. So as he comes across the line, let's see here, puts him up into 8th with a 56.1. We'll take a look here at Peter Parnell as well. He's looking at a 9/10 improvement so far, heading into the fast chicane here. But yeah, really looking good in that pineapple livery. Works well for the Bentley, I think. Color just has a nice ring to it. Coming across the line here, 10th for Peter Parnell, so far qualifying in the top 10, looking really good. I'm sure he'll still be looking to improve, but so on race pace he's usually a strong performance. Peter Parnell, usually better than the qualifying. He tends to pick up a lot more positions with his consistency over the race. So look here, Domi Person coming around the last corner here, also looking at a good improvement. Did lose a little bit of time coming out of the last corner there. Let's see if this does anything for him. That was a 55. Oh, that was a 55.7, but he must have cut the track somewhere because that lap didn't seem to count. So that's unfortunate for Domi there. Someone else improving here, Ruben van den Hudding, up into 11th. With a 56.2. Track is quite crowded. Currently about 26 cars running, so nice a nice number to start the race with. And we'll hope that everyone gets to complete their race and carries on with it. Yeah, Ruben van den Hudding, last season, I believe last season he was always fighting for those top spots, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure if we've seen him race much this season, but yeah, at the moment struggling a little bit for pace, it seems, compared to the top runners. And that is relative to his usual pace, I mean, so another big improvement here for Peter Parnell. Take a look here. So about 0.6, which doesn't move him, doesn't see him move up the positions, but still brings him way closer to that top 10. Only about 0.3 off of 10th there, so looking good here today. Max van Laar here, looking good as well. a half a second improvement or so. Vincent Erbeck still on pole position, so at that initial 54.0, and no one at the front seems to be bettering that. So see if in the latest part of qualifying here, anyone can still shake out a better time than 44.0. Maybe we'll see a 43. That will be pretty strong. Alright, so now looking at Marcus Lawrence here, 2/10 improvement. So usually these guys are only a couple hundredths apart, sometimes even thousands. But Marcus only needs, we might get it here. Coming around this last corner, this is going to be close. It all depends on his exit here, but it's going to be very close. Comes across the line. Oh, 300ths of a second. Again between Erbrich and Lawrence. These guys always, usually within a tenth of each other. It's incredible how close they always are. So another look here at Domi Person. About 3/10 up at the moment. Coming up to the chicane now. See if you can hold it together. Ooh, a bit rough there over the inside curve, but still gaining time. He's gonna lose it, I think. He lost quite a bit of time up to the run of the last turn there, so that'll only be about a 10th improvement, I think. Yeah, so that still sees him 2.5 tenths away from deploy. Rojovic as well. Only 2 tenths up, so might improve up into 4th if he manages to nail the chicane here. Oh, but again, also hits that inside curve there, so both Lexuses there, struggling a bit on that chicane. And that won't see him improve a position, I think. It'll be a slight improvement, but not too much. About 1/10 away from 1 sync there. Take a look a bit further back here with Miguel Fonseca. So Fonseca, one of the only people here running the Aston this season, which again, for me, always quite surprising to see that that this car isn't ran by so many people. But going for a bit of a Knight Rider look, I think. Miguel Fonseca. All he needs now is the strobe lights instead of the LED as he gets the chicane. All kinds of wrong there. So he's gonna just pull into the pit. No improved time for him. You see Marcus Lawrence just spun off the track here, pushing a little bit too hard, I think. Messed up his lap. Another improvement here, Ryan Daniels coming up to the last turn. Actually looking at quite a big improvement here, so about 7 tenths up already. The exit not quite the best. Oh, he's gonna lose all his time on the exit there, but still moves him up into 8th, so job well done for him. With 45 seconds to go, anyone coming across the line now will start their last lap. And Justin Dijkstra here, fighting for that championship position, and he's going to improve massively, puts him up into 8th, so really well done there for our AM leader in the championship. He's going to solidify 8th in quali there, I think, unless someone behind him improves, but it doesn't look like it so far. I'm just keeping an eye here on the front, seeing if anything improves, but it does look like both Vincent Erbic and Marcus Lawrence are in the pit, so it does seem that those times and positions will remain the same. So it seems like Vincent Erbic will take pole, but obviously still time for everyone else to improve on their lap. So 5th and 6th, especially Jordan Wunsing, Joshua Layson, they might still improve. Max van Laar looking at about a 2/10 improvement. Well, let's actually keep an eye here on Jordan Wunsing, because about 2/10 up at the moment. This could really still shake up that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position here, because with 2/10 gain, he could see himself move up into 3rd position here, which, you know, is quite considerable. Navigates himself really good through the chicane there. Looking tidy. See how he does on the exit here. Looking good. Let's see where he ends up. Comes across the line, 3rd for Jordan Wunsing, so really well done on the death of the qualifying there. Ruben van den Hidding also coming across the line, will finish in 8th, so that'll already see our qualifying end there. So Vincent Erbic in pole, Marcus Lawrence in 2nd, and Jordan Wunsing will be starting 3rd. But we will take a small 5-minute break, and then we'll come back at you with the full grid rundown. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the PCDC ACC League. We're here at the Nurburgring, and gonna do a quick grid run down here. So, pole position today for Vincent Erbrich, with only, I think it was 3/400ths between him and Marcus Lawrence in second there. And in third will be Jordan Wansink, also in the Honda, so a Honda top 4 actually, with Thomas Arnsman right behind him as well. So I don't know, the guys have taken a liking of the Honda and are able to perform really well with them as well. In fifth, Rojovic, the Lexus. Sixth, Layson. Then Duploy in seventh. And then Hudding in eighth. Then Dijkstra in ninth. Brian Daniels in 10th. The only person just outside the top 10 there in 11th with the Lexus. Miguel Castro also in a Lexus right behind him in 12th. Peter Parnell in lucky number 13. Max van Laar in 14th. Mats Linum Andersen in 15th. 16th we have Adam Norton. 17th Piotr Pribil. 19th Lucian Zamfirescu. Daryl Hill in 20th. Miguel Fonseca in 21st. 22nd we have Yves Berenfenger. 23rd we have Jonathan Wall. Then we have Masic Villa in 24th. Christian Venter in 25th. And Toby Kniel was in 26th, but he seems to have left the server. So 25 cars to start our race today. We will head back to the front of the grid here. I think it should be Vincent Erbrich. But everyone fiercely warming up their tires, because obviously a night race, you can see the temperatures up in the top right. 18 degrees on track, so a really cool track today. And shouldn't be any overheating issues today, I don't think. But yeah, no wind at all either, so really optimal track conditions here for our drivers. Coming up to the chicane here, I believe. We can see our field bunching up here. Nice big field here today, looking good. I'll see them bunching up, every pair. Everyone paired up, sorry. We'll head to the line now as we wait for the green flag. You can get the good run to turn 1. Will be between Vincent Erbrich and Marcus Lawrence.
Green light. Give it all you can.
And green flag for round 5. And we can already see Arnsman there with a drive-through, Berenfenger as well, so must have done something wrong, but Erbrich with a good start. Marcus Lawrence there on the inside has to defend. 3, even 4 wide into turn 1. Everyone making it through. See here. Quite a bit of slow cars, but looking fairly decent. So, very good start here. Not too many incidents, I believe. So, let's take a look here. We have Arnsman with, actually, let's see here, Ruben van den Hudding, I think, battling here with, who might that be in the Lexus? Michael Castro, maybe? Michael Castro, had a bit of a, bad start, maybe. Let's see as the positions actually sort themselves out here, as it always needs to do on the first lap. Jonathan Wall here, under attack, I think, by Masic Villa as well. Masic up the inside there to the hairpin that's not really a hairpin. And Peter Parnell also sliding through there, so well done on Peter Parnell's part. But Parnell has dropped back towards the back here, so maybe a poor start from Parnell. Let's hope he didn't get involved in anything. But Berenfenger now with Rowley behind him. Heading up to the fast chicane here. Rowley's still behind him. There's no two lines through this corner, but he will still try here. Surely he has to slot in. No side by side through there, but that'll slow him down, and the pack behind him is gonna mean... Ooh, someone spun in the pit there. Daryl Hill. Luckily, we know Daryl Hill sometimes struggles a little bit, but at least he knows that he shouldn't be moving if he makes a mistake, so... let's see here. Further towards the front, everything's still quite close together here. Ryan Daniels as Christian Deploy right behind him. I mean, the whole pack is still together here, so we're looking at some good racing here today. No real close battles, but everyone kind of has the same, about half a second between all the cars here. Everyone's still really close together. I'm at Liam Anderson here. I think the first race in our PCDC ACC league in the Porsche. 13th position right now. Doing really well here, going through the Schumacher S. Has Rojovic right behind him, so... Needs to say, ooh! Who was that? Max van Laar, I think, having a big spin there. Oh yeah, big damage for Max van Laar. He'll have to be careful here with rejoining if his steering is bent. See if we can get a replay for that. Again, excuse me for the little bit of a hang up here, but we are using custom skins in the league, and this means that the replay is slightly delayed. So there we go. Take a look here. I think he made that mistake on the exit of the Schumacher S. Oh, actually very wide into it. Misses the first apex and then hops onto that second curb, that inside curb, and yeah, just gets spit out. If you take too much of that curb, that you're just gonna bottom out on top of it, and that's gonna obviously make you lose control and spin into the wall. So that'll be Max van Laar going in for a repair, I think. Seems to be continuing for now, so maybe the damage isn't too bad, but we'll see as the race progresses, of course. Back towards the front a little bit. Vincent Erbich has managed to make about a 1.2 second gap so far on Marcus Lawrence, so looking strong today, Vincent, but as we know, 55 minutes to go is that's still a long time, and we know Vincent isn't that comfortable in the Honda, so might be a bit more prone to mistakes here today. So far, so good. So looking here now, Max van Laar is struggling quite a bit here, as he already has Arnsman there behind him. I think, oh yeah, Arnsman also got a penalty, also got a drive-through, so jumped the start a little bit, I think. So Arnsman is really out of position here, and he'll be looking to make quick work here of Van Laar, I think. Oh, as another big mistake there, Ruben van den Hudding, I believe. Yeah, he's dropping back, so big mistake there as well. Let's see if we can take a look at that one. And it should pop up here in just a moment. Always takes a little bit of time. Oh, so I just parked there at the, oh, I'm having quite a bit of trouble. Also on the exit of the Schumacher S, but it is strange how we ended up there. Maybe a hardware failure? It would be strange if he went out that way with an accident. Yeah, he'll be coming into the pit there, fixing up his car, but yeah, shame for Ruben. And looks like he might be calling it here today, I'm not sure. A bit more to the front again. Domi Person up in 8th. With that will be Justin Dijkstra. So Dijkstra looking really fast today. Half a second here behind Domi Person, but in 6th position. So obviously Dijkstra fighting for that AM championship, but looking really strong here today. And it's not that Dijkstra has such a enormous lead over the other AM drivers. I think he's tied with someone else for second, or there's only about 1 point in between them, and there's a couple of AMs that are within 10 points of him, so not like he's completely dominating, but today here looking really strong, so might have put quite a bit of practice in for this round, and is actually gaining on Domi Person. Oh yeah, really strong performance so far from Justin. Take another look here at one of the at Mats Leenum here, because he's for his first race here, he's doing a really good job. So currently looking at 10th position here, Mats. And yeah, solid pace overall, looking good. And we'll see how he ends up towards the end of the race, but looking solid so far. Ooh, a bit of struggle there. Bit of an oversteer moment there on the exit, but manages to keep it together. There's, oh yeah, Justin Dijkstra now. Ryan Daniels right behind him here. Yeah, right on the back here. Ryan Daniels looking to snatch that 6th position. I don't think Justin will give him an easy run for the money here. Obviously, he'll in 6th here, he'll be trying to hold on to that, I think. But maybe the grid got shaken up a little bit, because we do see now that Daniels, Castro, and Duploy are all catching up, and yeah, just a little bit too much pressure there for Dijkstra. Runs a bit wide, and that'll allow 3 people behind him through, so that'll move him back up into 9th. That's how close it is today here. One single mistake will cost you a couple positions. But still, you know, if Dijkstra can just maybe clamp onto the back of this little group here and let him just hold on, he doesn't have to do much more. He's looking good, you know. Quite a bit of a lead to Mats Leenum behind him, about 6-7 seconds, so ooh, a little bit of a tap there in the back of Deploy. And just to hold on. And now Nelson Rowley has Peter Parnell here. Parnell coming up the inside. Gonna try it on their braking. The Porsche is really good on their braking. Rowley leaves a lot of space there. Parnell does the same. Battle continues through turn 2. Not enough room there for Parnell to do anything. But Parnell's still pounding the back of Rowley here. Does look like Parnell is about a good second faster here than Rowley, so I expect we will see an overtake here soon. I think Parnell got shoved back a little bit at the start, trying to make up the time now. So heading down into the hairpin. Have a mistake there for Rowley. Again, Parnell will try on the outside. Let's see on their braking. Ooh, bit of a touch there. Oh, second touch there. That isn't great. And surely Rowley is going to have to wait for Parnell there, but he doesn't seem to do so, so that's interesting there, but He definitely didn't get squeezed by Parnell. Not too much damage done, so hopefully Parnell can move himself back up there. Take another look here at the front, and Vincent Erbich, again, looking very strong today. So with about 13 minutes gone, has pulled about a 3-second gap to Marcus Lawrence. So yeah, looking very, very strong today, Vincent Erbich. And probably has put a bit more preparation in, because I know he was talking about that last time around. And obviously, if he's in a car that he's not so comfortable with, I assume he'll put some more practice in. But yeah, looking good so far. You can see Marcus Lawrence in the background there. So yeah, this lap, 54.6, so that's only 6/10 off your qualifying time. So needless to say, looking really good here. And his best lap and his last lap really close together, so yeah, Vincent Erbich really on point here today. Take a bit of a look back here, Michael Castro. It's Justin Dijkstra behind him there, so it seemed like Duploy made a mistake somewhere. He's back up into 9th, and Castro took that position over again. But you can see, without the mistakes, Dijkstra is actually able to keep up with the Pro and Pro-Am guys here, so yeah, again, looking really good today. Like I said as well, the night racing does add a bit of a dynamic to the race, a bit more fatiguing for the drivers, a bit harder to spot your braking points or your reference markers. So seems like this is gonna be the closest, not really battle, but the closest drivers on the track. Oh, Castro, not the best run up to the chicane here. We'll have Justin Dijkstra right up his rear here, but as we know, the Lexus, one of the fastest cars on the straight, and you can see that here, really stretches its legs on the straight there. See how much he closes in on the car in front. Oh, a bit of a bad run into turn 1 there from Ryan Daniels, and Michael Castro now closing up. Not quite close enough to try and move, but... And again, a bit wide there for Ryan Daniels, so that'll compromise his run surely here. Yeah, so it does seem that Justin is losing a little bit of time out of the hairpin there in the middle of the track. But, ooh, big move there by Castro on the inside of Ryan Daniels. A bit of a dive bomb, but he got it done without contact, so... But now we'll give back that position. I think he recognized the fact that... Ooh, he's now going to squeeze extra a little bit. But I think he recognized that was a bit of a dive bomb, so... He's going to hand the position back to Ryan Daniels there. But Justin Dijkstraat, a little bit cheeky there, trying to take advantage of Castro slowing down for Daniels there, but you know, racing is racing. A little battle here, shaping up between Norton and Masic Hila. Get up to the chicane here. The last lap for Hila was a 56, and for Norton it was 2 minutes dead on, so I think Hila must have also been caught up at the start. Is now trying to make up some positions here as he's in the slipstream now of Norton. Let's see if he pulls out for the move here. Really he will. Yep, he's gonna try it up the inside. And I think he gonna get that job done. Norton is gonna try something there. I think he was trying for the cutback there, but just didn't carry enough speed there as Hila slightly parked it on the apex, and now Hila moving up just behind Zamfirescu there. I think it is Zamfirescu now running that somewhat cursed Lightning McQueen livery, I think, on his Porsche. Bit of a not such a friendly smile, I think, than as the real life counterpart, but or should I say real life? I guess it's still a 3D animation, but yeah, there's something quite disturbing about that skin. But is doing a good job here, holding on to this position, but like I said, Masic is looking quite a bit faster, so he'll be trying his moves here. Lucian going defensive here. Takes a bit of a neutral line through there, but Eli is just all over him. Down to the back straight again. Gonna be interesting to see where he's gonna get this move done. I think gets a good run through here, maybe on the back straight. Oh, there we go. Bad from Zamfirescu there on the curb. Moves to the outside. I was gonna say Hila must have a way better run now out of that turn. Zamfirescu slotting in behind him, and who knows, with the slipstream, might try another move here. Look at the turn one. See, Hila goes defensive here. Oh, very late move there by Zamfirescu. Is actually gonna get it done. Runs a bit wide though. Cut back from Hila. And again, they're side by side here. Ooh, a little bit of a tap there from Zamfirescu. Another little tap there from Norton. But these two now losing a load of time battling like this. I mean, they're almost side by side every quarter, and this is really slowing him down, so have to make some decisions here. I think at some stage it might even be better for Zamfirescu to let Hila through here. He's losing so much time defending him. And Hila again side by side on the inside now. Surely he has the better line here through the hairpin. Here again side by side. Yeah, there's no way on that outside you're gonna stick it around there. All the grip on the inside there. Well done by Hila, and I think we'll see him pull away now. As we see Zamfirescu there, a little bit shaky through the Schumacher S. That'll round off that battle. The two cars that are the closest right now, two Lexuses of Castro and Rožović. Oh, Rožović there. Bit of a bad exit. He's gonna separate him a bit more from Castro. But this looks like this is a nice little battle. It's gonna be shaping up. Castro there, a bit wide as well. Getting fast through that corner. So we'll go on board here with Rožović here. Let's see if he can catch up. Getting really close to the back of Castro here, so best lap so far was a 56.0 for Rožović and a 56.3 for Castro. It does seem that that is somewhat true for their race pace as well, so it seems like Rožović is about 2-3 tenths faster, but obviously depending on where on the track you're making up those tenths, it's hard to make a move. But Rožović here with a really good run in the slipstream now. Surely he's gonna make a move here. Pulls out now. Side by side into turn one. It's gonna take the inside. Maybe he's gonna try a cutback here. Castro? No, doesn't look like it. A good move there for Rožović. And Castro actually there running a little bit wide, losing some time. Pushing a little bit too hard there, trying to hold on. But move done for Rožović. And Rubik's there mentioning the fake Porsche. Let's go take a look at the fake Porsche. Here he is. I don't think it's a fake Porsche. I think it is a new and improved Porsche for Domi. But yeah, Domi looking really strong here, and with the Lexus, he's really gotten along with the Lexus way better than I think than he's done with the Porsche. So as you might see at the top there, pit window has opened, so the drivers will have 10 minutes. As someone there went really off there. That was Ryan Daniels, but he managed to keep it together, it looks like. But yeah, pit window has opened. The drivers will have 10 minutes to do their pit stop. Again, it's a mandatory tire change. And fuel is disabled, so the cars are on their full fuel configurations, but they do have to stop for tires. And as we all know in ACC, the pit stops can make or break your race. You can lose quite a bit of seconds if you don't get your car perfectly lined up in the pit, so practicing your pit entries and especially driving into your pit box, that's a big one. If you can nail that one, that can gain you loads of time. But equally, it can also lose you loads of time, so yeah, Ryan Daniels here, putting in some good work with the Audi. Looking solid. As the Ferrari of Christian Duploy and the McLaren of Justin Dijkstra behind him. Again, Dijkstra looking really good today, keeping up with these guys, and inside the top 10 as an AM driver is not something that we shouldn't look at, because it doesn't happen too often. As we're talking there, Linham also moving into the top 10 there. Leaves Georg Pribil behind them there. Pribil in the McLaren. Matsalinum looking really strong for his debut here. Inside the top 10. Well, a little bit of drift there, but keeps it together. Yeah, looking good so far. And some nice pacing and not necessarily the fastest pace-wise. That seems compared to the other drivers, but consistency-wise, it seems like he's really on top of his game. Compared to like drivers like Gabriel or even Deploy in front of him. So yeah, bit on his own now as people are pitting, but yeah, good job from Anderson. We'll see here now. Peter Parnell already went in for his pit stop, so as elected for an early pit, as he's now battling there with Arnsman. Ooh, really a big accident there. As Arnsman trying to squeeze his way through there, but that room that was there was disappearing quickly. And a lot of people now coming in for their pits. So you see Deploy, Domi Person, George Breville, Ila Fonseca all in the pits. Currently at the front of our race. Seems that the leaders there are still electing to stay out. So yeah, Vincent Erbich and One Sink still happy to continue on. Someone that has pitted here, Marcus Lawrence, so he got his tire change over and done with. Again, interesting here. We do know in Silverstone, for instance, Marcus Lawrence was really struggling on his tires. I don't think we'll see him ever struggle that much anymore, because that was in the wet, but the dry line was a bit too dry, and that caused his tires to overheat so much that they're pretty much undrivable. But it wasn't slick weather either, so that was a tricky one in the Honda. So he just decided to pretty much cut his stint in half here. And it'll be interesting to see here, Vincent Erbich. He's last lap was a 55.2, so definitely dropped off a bit from his initial pace, but not too much, I think, that it warrants a pit stop yet. So I think he's fairly happy to keep going for now. Obviously, he does need to pit within the next 5 minutes here. Interesting there, Ryan Daniels also going in the pit. Vincent Erbich here also coming into the pit. Now the question really is gonna be, where's Marcus Lawrence gonna end up here? Because let's see, Marcus Lawrence is already looking at a very big improvement here. It's the last lap of 53.3. So might have done a really good job here, bolting on those new tires earlier rather than later. Currently looking at a really good lap with a 9/10 improvement, so definitely be interesting to see if he's made up a lot of that time to Vincent Erbich there. Quite know how long the pit stop here is at the Nurburgring, but now heading onto the back straight. Vincent's still in the pit here, so I think he's gonna get going now here. Not that long of a run through the to the pit exit, and I must say I think, yeah, I do think Vincent Erbich, yeah, has a way better run here. Marcus Lawrence is heading onto the main straight here, but yeah, still quite a bit behind. I don't know if he had a bad pit stop, Marcus, but he hasn't gained anything, it seems, even though he was putting in really fast laps there. So yeah, we'll see how that sorts itself out once everyone has pitted. Dijkstra has now also pitted. Coming out of the pit here is actually slotting in front of Ryan Daniels here, so Ryan Daniels does seem to have had a quite a slow pit stop here, as Deploy is also in front of him. And Dijkstra also managed to get in front of him, so yeah. Must be, I don't know, about a 2-3 seconds loss there for Daniels, so interesting to see here. I'm sure he'll be keen. He's actually already gonna show his nose here. Dijkstra will close off that room that was there. Okay, looking good here. Ryan Daniels still right on the back of Dijkstra here. Let's see if Dijkstra can hold it together here with Daniels pretty much stuck on his bumper here. The last drivers now coming in for their pit stop, being Layson and Anderson. But currently we have a little bit of a battle going on here. Rojovic. So doesn't seem like Domi Person is fighting that position too hard. Maybe knows that Rojovic is quite strong on pace. But realistically, Person would want to fight this. He's second in the Pro-Am standing, while Rojovic is first. But comparing their fastest laps, there is about a second difference between the fastest laps between Rojovic and Person. So yeah, maybe Rojovic is due for a bit of an how would you say it? A bit of an upgrade to Pro. Oh. Terrible here for Anderson on his debut. Did everything right so far, but got a 30-second stop and go here. So that is for a pit violation. Be it speeding into the pit, speeding out of the pit. It is going to be one of those, so that's a real shame because that's going to lose him a lot of time here. That's going to be about a minute lost for him. Which is a real shame because he is doing really well. That being said, he is about a minute ahead of the next position. So even with that stop and go, he might still hold on to 11th, which would be really big for him. So let's see if he's gonna serve it right away here, as he is navigating his way through the lap here. But yeah, looking real tidy overall. Got it back straight now through the fast chicane. Let's see if he gonna serve a stop and go already. He obviously has 3 laps to serve that stop and go penalty, so let's see if he gonna take it. Yep, he's electing to already coming into the pit. So oh, it did seem that the timing was a bit messed up, so he's actually gonna lose out quite a bit of positions here, so that's my bad. Or the timing's bad, I should say. But it did look that he was really far ahead of the next car. But obviously he wasn't. Closest fight we have on track here now is Christian Duploy, who is slowly made his way up to Domi Person. So it does seem that in the second part of the race here, Domi is dropping off a little bit in pace. And now has Deploy pounding him on his back. Last lap for Deploy was a 57.1, meanwhile Domi Person did a 59.0, so nearly 2 seconds difference here. It's going to be interesting to see if Domi decides to fight here, because he does have Justin Dijkstra here in the M class, who's also well, pretty much right behind him there. Best thing that Domi can hope for here is obviously Christian and Justin fighting, so that might give him a little bit more breathing room, but with 20 minutes to go, it's gonna be a hard task. And like I said, Deploy and Dijkstra now really close together, so the hope here for Person is that they'll start squabbling amongst each other, and then he can kind of create a little bit of a gap again. Just looking if there's any other big fights here we need to take a look at. Oh, I switched to the wrong person there. Oh, Linham actually, yeah, now coming out behind the likes of Zamfirescu and Fonseca here. So Fonseca now looking pretty decent here today. Right on the back of Zamfirescu here. And really giving Zamfirescu a run for his money here. Again, that cursed car's livery here. I can't get over it. Hurts my eyes a little bit. Fonseca really trying now. They run up to the chicane here. Or the chicane, as they say in German. Zamfirescu a bit wide now. Good exit for Fonseca, I think. Oh, not quite. There's a good opportunity there for Fonseca. And again, Linham right behind those two guys. Who should, ooh, Zamfirescu on the outside. Fonseca on the inside. Oh, contact now. Oi, 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 oi. Let's see here, Fonseca keeps going, manages to keep going there, runs a bit wide, a bit shaken up, of course. There's Zamfirescu, so not too much of an issue here, but yeah, that was a scary moment there. Everyone keeps going, so that's good. Domi Person now. Deploy right behind him here as they head on. It's one of those things that Lexus is so strong on the straight, so you'll rarely see a car just, even with the slipstream, it's really hard to get in front of that Lexus, so, you know, Domi just trying to, ooh, and Deploy actually outbrakes himself a little bit there, manages to avoid the only person, but man, that was a close one. In the meanwhile, though, I don't know what happened for Justin, but Justin just manages to get in front of those two guys. So up into 6th now for Dijkstra, and looking really strong here today. Yeah, Domi and Deploy still having at it here 18 minutes ago. Also really good there from deploy. Not quite good enough though. And now, see if you can see it here. So about the same exit speed, and now we will see, you know, with slipstream how hard it is to keep up to the Lexus here. You can see even with the slipstream that the Lexus manages to slightly pull away there, so yeah. It's almost impossible for most cars to even try and overtake on the straight on the Lexus. Yeah, that's gonna be some tough battling, but now as well, with that going on, again allows another car to come up closer, being Michael Castro, also in the Lexus, so he's just sitting back there thinking, guys, go ahead. This is making it so much easier for me. I don't have to put in all this work to catch up to you, and yeah, make it nice and easy for me. So he's been able to slowly move up to that 8th and 7th position, and he'll be looking to strike whenever he gets the chance, I think. Back towards the front. Yeah, not looking too shabby here. Still about a 6-7 second gap between Ehrlich and Lawrence here, so seems actually that Lawrence just initially lost quite a bit of time there compared to Ehrlich, but now he's actually doing quite similar times here, so yeah, Ehrlich looking quite solid here. And oh, now there's a big fight going on here, so Domi got overtaken here by Deploy, but again on the straight that Lexus really strong, so is he gonna try something here? Oh, it's just gonna slot in behind Deploy. Castro showing his nose there. Very different lines here. Domi actually going a lot, how would you say it there? On the exit, he went a lot wider there to get a good run through turn 2. Which did seem to help him a little bit. Now Deploy has created a small little gap, a little bit of breathing room, but Domi Person doesn't have any breathing room right now as Castro is right up the back of him. A little bit of a mistake there from Castro. Seems like he overcooked it a little bit on the brakes, and the rear broke loose there. So yeah, not quite enough for Castro, making little mistakes here and there, which does give Person that little bit of room he needs to work with. So yeah, as we have a car there, quite slow, but looking good there as he slows down for the rest. With that being said, we'll return to Vincent Ehrlich here, and we'll see if we can get a lap on board here with our leader of the race so far. Coming up to the chicane here, and then we'll head on board for a nice lap together with the engine sound with Vincent Ehrlich. So that was a lap on board with our leader, Vincent Erbeck, looking really comfortable. In the meanwhile, a bit of an update here. Marcus Lawrence did make a mistake somewhere last lap. As he did a 2-minute lap just before this one here. He did a 2-minute lap, so he must have made a big mistake here somewhere, because these guys are running mid to high 54s at this point, and he was about 6 seconds off of that. So yeah, big mistake here for Lawrence, which is gonna pretty much take any chance that he had to catch up to Erbrich here, and yeah, it's gonna probably see him finish in 2nd place here. So again, let's take a look back here. As I want to say Domi Person has Michael Castro behind him, but Dijkstra here, Rojovic. I know, I think Duploy was just overtaking some back markers, but that's fine. Oh, we have a little bit of time. Let's check up on some of the drivers a bit further back. Jonathan Wall here, just running on his own, running at his own pace, doing a good job here. Remember as well, some of our AM drivers are drivers that are learning, you know, getting their first tastes of league racing, which we do encourage here at PCDC. So even though they might not be up there in the top 10 fighting for it, they're, you know, gaining valuable experience, and obviously we hope for everyone that they can, you know, improve to a level where they're happy with, and that is one of the big objectives we have as well as our community. And another one of the drivers, Yves Berenfenger, I should say. Also, first race, I think, with us. So not had the best of times, but you know, making his way around. Doesn't seem to have any damage, so obviously doing a good job here. And one driver that I am missing today is Kevin Wang. So Kevin Wang was also fighting for that AM championship, but this race, I think if he isn't able to make this race, surely that is gonna put him out of contention, because he was right up there. But let's go back here to this little battle. Domi Person and Michael Castro. Castro still within that half a second, but oh, does get a really good run now, I think. Take a look on board here. That's a bit of slipstream now, but will it be enough to try and move here? He's gonna show his nose. Try and get him on braking. Oh, but that's deep. That's deep into the corner there. Yeah, it's gonna hand that position back. Obviously recognized that he went a bit too hot on the brakes there, and kind of shoved Domi Person wide. So good to see the sportsmanship there, and he'll have to recollect and set up for another move here. Here, Arnsman has, I was gonna say he has someone right behind him, but looking at the timing there, Prebill is actually quite a bit behind him, so I'm gonna be fighting anyone here. I think he's just navigating some back markers here. Oh, someone did move out of the way there for him, which obviously isn't necessary that you move so far out of the way. Here, actually, as we have a little bit of a battle shaping up here between Rowley and Max van Laar here. Well, it does seem that Van Laar is running maybe slightly faster than Rowley, so this could be a little bit of a battle here. And down the back straight, it does seem that Van Laar got a better run here. Oh, he's gonna try it. He's gonna go side by side into the chicane. Never a good opinion in my idea, but or never a good idea in my opinion. That's what it should have been. And Rowley making a little bit of a mistake there, runs over the curb, and that allows Van Laar to go through. But I'd love to seen a bit more of a fight there, but nevertheless, Van Laar up into 18th. Also, switch our camera on the old timer here, being Peter Parnell. Did a fairly good job today. Looked comfortable. Didn't make a pit stop mistake for once, so I think he'll be happy with that one. Because so far he's always done fairly well, but it's usually the pit stop that messed it up for him. But today, no pit stop mistakes, putting in solid work. Bit of a setback at the start of the race, but yeah, looking solid. He's not quite gonna get up to the 10th here, or inside the top 10, but that isn't too bad. Let's have an opportunity here for Jörg Pribyl in front of him. Pribyl does seem to have slowed down quite a bit here, and Parnell's still putting in solid 56s, and last lap for Pribyl was a 59, so might see a little bit of a fight here towards the end between them. Only about 3 seconds between them. Now we do see here Max van Laar now on the back of Zanfrescu, so a three-way battle here at the end of the race. Van Laar actually moving through here. Gonna try it here. Let's see if Zanfrescu, he's gonna try it under brake. Oh, big contact there from Zanfrescu. Ay, ay, ay. That is not great. He is gonna wait for Van Laar, so that is something, but yeah, just quite a big mistake there from Zanfrescu, just shoving up the inside there. See if he can actually, it's only 3.5 minutes to go, but I do want to take a quick look at that one if he can. Try to get a helicam shot on it. So again here, Van Laar just getting a way better run down the straight here. Gonna almost pull, yeah, he's past Zanfrescu, and yeah, there's no way Zanfrescu could have made that. Van Laar was fully past him, and a bit of a misjudgment there, but good to see that he gave the position back at least. So good sportsmanship on that front. Uh, 2.5 minutes to go. So that'll see 2 more laps here by our leader Vincent Herbert. Now Fonseca here also run his race. Pretty good result for him today, 15th. So really good result here as he's managing traffic a little bit, having to let some of the front runners through. Yeah, good job as well for him. Zanfrescu now also letting Peter Parnell through there, navigating there, but yeah, a bit of a shame here that the fight at the front fizzled out a little bit between Herbert and Lawrence. It did look like Lawrence was picking the pace up just before he had that spin or whatever happened. So, yeah. Then in third, someone that has also flown quite under the radar because he's been on his own for a lot of the race here, Jordan Wansink. So third position, podium position.
Leaders on final lap now.
Has been having has gotten quite unlucky in some of his races here, and is now looking at that podium position and has a sizable gap as well. So really good performance from him. And quite a unique feat here. That'll be a 1-2-3 for Honda today. So yeah, that is quite unique. Now Van Laar has Venter behind him. Christian Venter also not having the best of time today. Ending up in that 19th position. Should be letting Peter Parnell through here at any point in time. Oh, Venter with big mistake there, taking out Max Van Laar. Also gonna wait here, but big misjudgment there as well from Venter. So oh, I don't know what happened to the audio there. That was a bit of a weird one. Yeah, Max Van Laar really unlucky today. Has lost quite a bit of time here today by getting hit by other drivers. So a real shame for him. So in the meanwhile here, we'll take a look further up again at Vincent Erber here. Coming up to the last corner. And that means Vincent Erber is gonna win round 5 here at the Nurburgring.
The leader has finished the race.
So yeah, very well done from Erber. Head over to Marcus Lawrence here, coming around the last corner. Bit of a shame today that he made that little bit of a mistake, but gonna come home in a solid second place here. So well done from him. Then we look through our third finisher here, 1, 2, 3 for Honda. Say it again. Jordan Wansink. So really good result for him as well. Comes across the line there. And then in fourth, also gone a bit unnoticed, has been in a bit of a race of his own, Joshua Layson. And in the meanwhile, you have seen people like Hilla, Zanfrescu, Van Laar, Venter, and Hill coming across the line. Really well done by those guys. See here, Rojovic also coming across the line here, and very good result here from Justin Dijkstra, who will get the victory in AMS today and actually overall in 6th position as an AM driver, so really well done from him today. Christian Deploy, also a nice little result here, 7th place. Domi Person now, also again very solid, 8th place. Michael Castro behind him, and then Arnsman. So top 10 for Arnsman there. Then Josh Prebil. We've also seen Liam Anderson finish still in 13th, so didn't lose out too much positions with a stop and go, but obviously would have liked to have seen that not happen today. And that is everyone coming across the line here. So P1 for Vincent Erber, who's still doing donuts, so very happy. Second, Marcus Lawrence, and in third today we'll have Jordan Wansink. So now we'll see if we can move over to some interviews. Let's see if anyone's up for them. Let's see who we can get in here. Surely we can get Vincent Erber in here. Hello, Vincent. Hello, Vincent.
Hello.
So P1, looking good today. How did you feel the Honda was driving today? Was it good?
Oh yeah, it was pretty much perfect, to be honest. Yeah, everything was working well, and I was in a good rhythm, so that was nice.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you were, because we did see you in some previous rounds struggle a little bit, but it seemed today that you were quite comfortable in the car, and yeah, just looked comfortable overall.
I don't know why I was so slow in quali, because in the race I could be faster than my quali lap in the second stint, so that's a bit weird. Maybe I didn't practice enough. I didn't get in the rhythm before quali enough or something. But yeah.
Yeah, I might say that was something I did notice actually, that Marcus as well, when he did his pit stop, all he did before that was like a 54.1, I think. That was his fastest lap, or maybe a bit slower. But then the first lap, or the first lap, his tires were warmed up. On the second stint, he did a 53.3 or something like that. So it must have, maybe the tires, were like in an optimum range on that second stint, together with the track or something.
Yeah, and also like some new stuff is the update now in quali. The tires, the times are slower. Or maybe we screwed up our setup for the low fuel too or something. But that was a bit weird, I thought.
Yeah, but anyway, really good result here, and let's hope you can keep staying this comfortable with the Honda for the next races, and then be a good fight for the championship still.
Yes, thank you.
All right, see you next week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can get Marcus Lawrence in here. Hello, Marcus. Hello, hello, hello. Wait a couple of seconds here, see if Marcus is around. No, it doesn't seem like it, so try to pull someone else in. Jordan Bunting here. He's gotten third. Hello, Jordan.
Hello, hello.
So, quite solid race for you today. No one hitting you in T1 today. And,
Yeah, finally. Yeah, I was actually demotivated to start, but yeah, the good qualifying surprisingly, and got away well. Bit scrappy into turn 2, I think. I have to replay that. Watch the replay of that. I think I had a solid pace for my doing. Just yeah, have to work to catch Echo and Jim.
yeah, there was quite a bit of a difference between the three of you. I don't know if you have any feeling what that might be between you guys. Is it just straight out pace, or
I
is it
think
the car, or?
straight up pace and skill. I think.
Yeah, it's yeah. I was saying as well. Eric was looking way more comfortable in the Honda today, so
Yeah.
something might have helped him today. But yeah, and then never mind. Like, seems that luck has turned around a little bit for you today, so that's
Yes,
good to
yes.
see. But yeah, congratulations, and we'll see you next week, I guess.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, let's see here. So Marcus said he's back. Let's get him as well in as well. Hello. Hello, Marcus. I swear, if he's not here now, I'm just gonna end the stream. Oh, here he is.
Sorry. My mic was playing up.
Yeah. All right. Well, P2 today. It did seem I didn't quite catch it, but it did seem during your second stint you had a little bit of a an issue towards the end there, which made you lose like quite a bit of time. Don't know what happened there, but maybe you can explain.
Yeah, I dipped a wheel in the gravel in the second part of the Schumacher S, and there's a bump that if you dip a wheel in it, it bottoms out and just like kicks you out. And I had a spin. Luckily, I didn't hit the wall or anything. Just spun, but I think I flat spotted my tires, and the pace wasn't the same anymore. I was a lot more comfortable in the second stint as well. I was pushing and I was doing what was it, the low 54s. I think the gap to Vincent was around 7 seconds. I was like giving it everything I could. He had a little bit on me though. In the first stint, he definitely had the pace over me. I didn't feel comfortable on full fuel with my setup. Probably needed to be a bit lower on the rear. I know that he was running full wing, whereas I was running about 4 clicks lower. Similar ride heights, but yeah, I think that the more wing gave him a lot more confidence to lean on the car than me. And yeah, confidence is king at this track.
Yeah, obviously that can make a big difference, but yeah, I was just seeing as well, because I did seem that Vincent was a lot more comfortable this time around as well with the car. Maybe the update has changed a little bit as well on the Honda. I don't know.
Yeah, the Honda feels. I did a race here a couple of weeks back now at Nurburgring, and it feels like a different car. There's something different going on with the front aero. Like I feel like the front's a lot more pointy now, and with the 2020 tires as well, the wear is a lot more consistent, and the grip's more consistent. It honestly was just a dream to drive. I just didn't have. I was just missing a few temps. I think if I had more time to prepare and work on the setup, I could be a bit closer to Vincent.
Yeah, because I did see once you got out of the pit, I think it was your second lap out or something, you did like a 53.3 or something, I believe, when you came out.
No, I don't think I did a 53. It would be a 54.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it showed up on the timing, but I must have been wrong then.
Yeah, 53 is insane. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I was thinking like, Jesus, where's he getting this from?
But yeah, like the car in the second stint, I did overpressure the rears a little bit as well in the first stint. I think the window is a little bit more specific now with the 2020 tires.
Yeah.
And if you're out of the range, then you're not getting a consistent grip. I felt so much better in the second stint, but it was a shame that I pushed the car a bit too much and did that spin. Otherwise, it would have been a bit closer to Vince, but I still came second.
Right.
And it didn't affect the end result in the end, so I just wanted to give everything I had.
Yeah, I mean it's still all to play for here. I mean, you both missed the round. You were even on points. There's going to be a small difference now, but with next round, if you get a win there, it's all evened up again. So
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a close one between you two. I feel like this season. So
yeah,
it's going to be good to see. But thank you anyway, and congrats again. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, with that being said, our interview's done there. If anyone does want to join our races on Saturday evenings, you can check us out at pcdc.simstrata.com. Once you make an account there, you will be automatically connected to our Discord, and you will find all the information you need. We'll be there to help as well. The admin team will be there. We can help you with any questions you have. So we welcome everybody as long as you can bring the car around the track reasonably safe, then we invite you into our league. Also a quick mention to Grid Finder here. Nice little tool online. Check out their website as well to find leagues, especially ours, of course. And our website is managed by Simstrata Technologies, so our service. So thank you to them. And with that being said, I will send a stuff mail. And we'll see you next week for a race at Bathurst. Bye.